What's up, guys? My name's Christian SWIFT. Don't forget the last name. That's why I spelled it. Alright, this is Miss Radcliffe's first period video exam. Let's get started. Okay. First story is Ordeal from Chic or Sheck. Don't know how to pronounce that. Alrighty. And the thing that I got for this story is you cannot put a price on a precious life. Now, the reason why I say this is because in the story, Lawrence, he basically spends a large sum of money on his son. And his son was probably super bad. Who knows? His son probably did things that he regrets, and that if his dad knew, he probably wouldn't be spending all his money on him. But you just can't put a price on a precious life, man. So, yeah. Moving on. The ones who walked away from Omelas, or Omalas, or however you pronounce that word. Okay. Basically my theme for that one is, for any happiness or peace, there has to be sacrifice first. There has to. You know, for thoughts, you might be thinking about something and it's like, oh man, I'm never going to be happy until I just forget about this. Well, you got to let go of those thoughts, and that's sacrifice, So, yeah. The reason why I say this theme for the story is because, the people of Omelas or whatever, they gain happiness and keep peace by sacrificing the child's happiness. Yeah, they do. Okay, moving right along. The mask or the masque of the Red Death. Now the thing that I have for this one is that nothing can escape death. Nothing can escape death. Okay, nothing. This story was so weird. I was like, what are these people doing? Nothing can escape death. Now, the reason why I got this from the story is because in the story, the people were basically isolating themselves from the plague because they were like, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, and blah, blah, blah. Okay? And here's the thing. This is the part that I was just like, what? Like, are you guys serious? They actually thought that their wealth could protect them. Really? Okay, that's like 300 venomous snakes coming after you. And you're like, hey, guys, don't bite me. Here's $500. Like, come on now. Really? You think your money is going to help you from death? Like, come on, guys. Let's be smarter about this, Moving right along. The bet. This was another one that was kind of weird, and I didn't really agree with, the things in the story, but here we go. This is the theme for the bet. Greed can lead to terrible decisions that you may regret. Now, the reason why I say this is because in this story, there's a lawyer, there's a banker. Now, these guys make a bet that the lawyer could stay in jail for 15 years. And the bet was for $1 million. Now, first of all, if I was going to stay in jail for 15 years, I'd ask for like $30 million or $20 million. Why would you stay in jail for 15 years, get out, and only have $1 million? That's crazy. That's out there. But yeah, greed can lead to terrible decisions and, things that you may regret. Now, first of all, the guy went to jail for 15 years. He didn't even make it the full 15 years because when he got in there, he left. This is the stupid part. He left when he was so close to the 15-year mark, he left. If you stayed in there for that long, you might as well just stay in for, however longer and just got the money. But he didn't, and the banker was contemplating whether or not to kill him or not because he didn't want to give him the money, so I wouldn't have done it in the first place. Okay, now, the skin, or skin, however you want to say that, but the story is called Skin. Okay, the thing that I got for this one is that a person will do anything to fulfill their desires. Now, I say this because in the story, the guy wanted a tattoo, and he was willing to basically do anything or go through anything to get the tattoo. It was a tattoo on his back, and that's kind of weird because he can't see it himself. But maybe it was like more of a mental thing. Maybe he was like, I know that this is on my back, and this is something that I'm going to have to live with, and I love this tattoo. But he was basically willing to do anything for the tattoo, so, Okay, my personal favorite, a hunger artist. Now, the thing that I have for a hunger artist is that, oh man, those who try to get attention, they usually don't get as much attention as somebody who was probably just like being themselves. You know, the person who's just looking for attention, like, hey guys, look at me, I'm the brightest one out here, I'm the loudest one out here, is usually the one who doesn't get that much attention. But in the story, there's a guy who's basically like a circus act. Which, first of all, why would that even be a good attraction? Somebody who's like fasting. Who cares about somebody who doesn't eat food? Like me personally, I would not want to go to a circus or whatever, a little thingy, and then look at somebody who just doesn't eat food. I'd be just sitting there like, hey, hey, one piece of chicken. Like, that's not fun. Anyway, so yeah, the reason why I say this, that a person who tries too much for attention usually doesn't get as much attention as somebody who doesn't, is because in the story, the guy, he's basically a faster, and people do like that for a little bit, because the guy dies, and then they just go ahead and they just replace him. They just replace him with another attraction, and everybody's like, oh, we forgot about him. Oh, look at this cat, or whatever it was. So yeah, they just forget about him, and it wasn't even because he didn't like food. It was because they didn't have the food that he wanted. They were basically eating apples, and he wanted bananas. That was what was going on there. Okay, monkey's paw. The thing that I got from this one is be thankful for what you have. You know, don't go looking for things you don't, because that's where things start to mess up. In this story, basically, the family starts wishing for things, that they might necessarily not have. Who knows, Yeah, so they start wishing for things, and they don't necessarily know how these wishes will actually unfold, what will actually happen when they wish for these things. And that doesn't end well. It actually is pretty terrible. It brings terrible happenings and things, So So yeah, man, that was pretty quick. 7 minutes and 26 seconds. Wow. Don't want to toot my own horn there, but I don't think I could have did this any faster. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I enjoyed.